Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7. We're back with the latest online time trial to earn you them 2 million credits as quickly and as easily as possible. So we're going to go through a guide, show you how to get the lap done to a reasonable level and hopefully get you at least a silver, maybe a gold. The gold time shouldn't be the most difficult on this track because of how short it is, and you've actually got quite a bit of time to work with. So hopefully a lot of people can get that lap done and get them 2 million credits. Now we're in the new Civic for this time trial, and yeah, it's just launched today. Front wheel drive, a little bit of understeer, not my favorite type of car, but hopefully some of you will enjoy this combination. So to enter this, you're going to go into sport mode in the top right hand corner, and from there you'll be greeted with the online time trials. Click into that, and from there we've got the guide now for Tsukuba. Now I didn't do one for Northlife because it would have took absolutely ages. It would have took us way too long to edit it, so I decided not to do that one. But we normally do these every week, so if you're interested in it, get subscribed to the channel and hopefully we can help you get them 2 million credits every week as quick as possible. Now I predict the gold for this is probably going to go down to about a 1 minute 12.9. It might go slightly quicker, it might not actually get to that level, but I would definitely get into the 1 minute 12s if you are looking to get the gold, just to be on the safe side. So to get the gold, let's go through that guide. So starting your lap, make sure you get a reasonable exit off this final corner, and then you're going to be looking for the 50 board into turn 1. Now you're going to brake just short of the 50 board, so as we approach into turn 1, you can see there the 50 board on the left hand side, and we're onto the brakes just short of that 50 board, because you want to take a very narrow line into this corner. So you want to get it slowed down enough that you can rotate it in and take a line right up to the curb on the right hand side. So you can see we're going to go down to second gear as we're approaching. Also, I'm running weak ABS. It's, for me, definitely quicker to run weak ABS. It felt much more rotation. Up onto the curb there, and then back onto the throttle as early as you can. Now, as you're exiting the corner, try and release the steering input as slow as possible so you don't wheel spin the front tyres. That'll give you better exit speed. And then into this next corner, you're going to get over to the right-hand side, use this curb, and as soon as you're about to come off the curb, onto the brakes. And now we're going to, again, try and get this car slowed down to take kind of a narrow line and keep the car to the left as much as possible. So follow the line that we basically just drew there, trail brake in, keep this car narrow to the apex, and then just wait for that grip to build before putting the throttle down. So as you're about halfway through the corner, you can get on that throttle and accelerate out again. And again, inputs on the steering wheel, very important to stop the wheel spin as we go into this next section. And now you can see here, we're going to go onto the brakes, just a dab of the brakes just before the end of the change of colours on the left on the barriers. But you can see there, just a dab of the brakes. You're not going to be aggressive, probably up to 30% brakes, then straight back off, and try and get that right hand tyre right up to the curb on the right hand side there. That will give you the ability to get on the throttle and stay on the throttle and stay to the left hand side here all the way through this corner. So flat out now, all the way into this next hairpin, which again, we're going to use the start of the green Astro on the left there as our reference. So just as the start of the green Astro, onto the brakes. And again, you want to get this car slowed down. You don't want to go deep into this corner because you'll lose so much time. So again, very narrow in, don't run wide, keep it up to the curb, and then use the curb to accelerate out. And again, inputs on the steering wheel, really important to stop that extra wheel spin, stop your car losing time, and then accelerate all the way up into this final corner, which again, very important corner, this last one. You can gain quite a bit, you can lose quite a bit, so it's a tricky one. I didn't quite get this nailed on this lap, but you can see as you're coming in, you're going to go onto the brakes there quite late on. You can see it's just before the pit board, quite a bit before the pit board, and we're going to rotate it in, and you want to get a little bit of rotation there really, but you can see I kept it quite smooth. The ghost we're chasing almost drifted in, but you do want a little bit of rotation because it will help you able to get on the throttle a little bit earlier then. So then all the way powering it down through the exit. Just be careful you don't run over the curb on the exit there and invalidate your lap also. We go for 11.5, not a bad lap at all. So let's watch that lap again from the chase camera, and we'll change it to kilometers an hour there so you can see the difference in the speed for people that use the kilometers an hour. So again, into turn 1, you're going to see what I mean by these lines, taking a very narrow line, keeping it tight to the apex, and then slowly feeding that throttle in as you release the steering input on the angle. So it's really important to get that angle released slowly, because if you just instantly try and like put that input in on the steering wheel, it'll wheel spin up and you'll lose so much time. So again here, you can see how we're going to slowly release that steering input, and again stops that wheel spin, and then into this corner. Very important to get the right hand tyre up onto the curb there so you can keep the throttle down and carry as much speed all the way into this next hairpin. And again, you're going to see this line that we take, again, braking just at the start of the green Astro, and you can see how I try and keep it very narrow, get the car slowed down so we don't go deep into the corner, and then use the slight camber of the corner to help you through there, and then again into this final corner. It's all about trying to carry that speed. You can see again, I didn't get the rotation massively done, but what I did do is I kept the car quite smooth in on entry, so probably lost maybe a tenth or so in this last corner at most. You can see I kept it quite narrow, kept it kind of smooth. Could have maybe been a bit more aggressive on the throttle, could have ran a bit further wide. You can see I had quite a bit of curb to play with there, so probably could have got on the throttle a fraction early and gained the 10th there. But overall, solid lap, and hopefully this guide will help you get them 2 million credits. Let me know in the comment section if it has. Let me know whether you managed to get the gold or the silver. And get subscribed to the channel if you haven't already done so. We have one of these pretty much every week. Last week was one of the only weeks we've never not done it because of obviously the track. But yeah, back to normal now. Every week we'll have these guides out. See you all soon. Bye everyone.